Hello, welcome to Juniper Level Botanic Garden, the home of Plant Delights Nursery. We're standing in front of a hydrangea. I don't know enough about it to really even talk about it, but I'm going to blabber about it anyway. This was from a trip to China, perhaps wild collected, very likely collected as seed. And if it's not a wild form of hydrangea paniculata, it's a close relative. And like probably all wild hydrangeas, they have mostly little fertile flowers and only a few sterile flowers. On a hydrangea, these great big florets are sterile. You see there's not many in this one panicle. And then all of these little flowers are the fertile flowers. Yes, the fertile flowers. And the sterile florets serve the purpose that petals serve in most flowers. There's the neon sign saying, "Come eat at Joe's." And you can see this is an absolute pollinator magnet. We have bees and wasps and butterflies. One of my favorite butterflies back there, the common buckeye butterfly with its big eye spots. And you know, so many of our modern selections of hydrangeas, of probably most species of hydrangeas, have been selected for a preponderance of the sterile florets. It makes them showier, I guess. They certainly remain showy for longer because the fertile florets hang on for a long time, whereas once the fertile florets are pollinated, you know, they'll become brown seed pods. But to have this many pollinators really is a wonderful thing in a garden. It's a lot like feeding the birds. You get to visit with all of our six-legged neighbors, and I'm just delighted. And they're so focused on getting a meal and loading up with pollen and nectar to take back to their hives if they're colonial species, that they're not at all interested in us. It also has a very light, lacy appearance to it, not the real heavy things like the great big, very full heads of the modern selections of hydrangea. So if you want hydrangeas in your garden, but you also want to support pollinators, you go for a wild type like this, or some of the older forms of hydrangea paniculata that don't have as many sterile florets as the more modern ones, or in the common blue hydrangeas, the hydrangea macrophyllus, go for the lace cap types as opposed to the mop-headed ones. This probably isn't something we're ever going to offer through Plant Delights Nursery, but I think this might be something worthwhile propagating for our members. I know I'm a member. It's going to be the plant that I select when the plant offerings are made. Anyhow, I thought you'd enjoy seeing this today. There's a big cicada killer visiting the flowers. I'm not sure it's really visiting the flowers or whether it's just looking for a cicada. Anyhow, I thought you'd enjoy visiting this plant today, and I thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again in the garden.